What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with more Dokkan Battle. Now, today we're going to be talking about the new EZA B-Pan, and I got stupid lucky on this one. Where'd my team go? Let's assemble that team and get back to it. Give me 1 second here. So we have the team rectified. Here we go. The team needs no introduction. I've already done a video on the actual team to use, and check this out, y'all. Question mark block. This is my third in a row. That means today, I can Extreme Z Awaken B-Pan a week earlier than some of the other luckiest people out there. Like, unless you got a triple question mark, like I was lucky enough to get, can I get a RIP 6th anniversary luck for that mess? But neither here nor there. This is hype. Like, as long as I can beat this, which I'm going to be really cautious, I'm going to play this a little bit safely and make sure that I can. So long as I can beat this, I can EZA B-Pan today. The vast majority of people are going to have to wait till at least this week, this coming Monday or Sunday night, or those that are truly unfortunate, you have to wait a complete other week. So let's go. Let's go ahead and beat B-Pan, and let's get into this. Boom! There she goes. So this means it is time to go do Old Girl's Extreme Z Awakening. Now, to be fair, I actually already did all the steps up to this point. This literally is just going to awaken, open up the final step here. But I am stoked. Like, this is a sheer stroke of absolutely insane luck. Like, I was not expecting this to go off this way. So, for this to happen in this fashion is unbelievable. If you're not familiar, basically, when you get the question mark block, you get 10 of the awakening medals instead of the normal 5. We did talk about how when this initially dropped, most people are just going to get the 5 each run, and they're going to have to wait 5 weeks to do it. I did predict that some people would be lucky enough to do it in 3 weeks, but I did not think it was going to be me. Like, I did not think that that was going to be my reality. But here we are. She's Extreme Z Awakened. Let's go give her a little test and see how she does in battle. So we are in the GT Goku event, the GT Goku Legendary Goku event. I don't actually anticipate winning this, only because the team is kind of a hodgepodge. It's not really a team that I think can pull it off, mainly because there's too many weak links on the team. But basically what I've done is I've set this up so that we can get the STR B-Pan, as well as the physical Pan here, who by and by is one of the weak links. Old Girl Spread It Pan. If we can get those two on a rotation, and then we've got 3 different LRs that I can rotate in that are going to have the final links. Now, if you're not familiar, she shares most of the links with STR Pan. She's got All in the Family, Saiyan Lineage, Battlefield Diva, GT, and the Innocents. Now, B-Pan, on the other hand, does All in the Family, Saiyan Lineage, Battlefield Diva, GT, the Innocents, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power, which, so what I had to do is I had to find 3 LRs that did Shattering the Limit and Legendary Power. Turns out, this Gohan does it. He's on the Goku family as well. This Godku does it. And Super Saiyan 3 Goku does it. Now, once again, not the best situation, like, by and large, but definitely a situation that's going to allow us to really test these units and, you know, get a good feel for how she does. Now, remember, we're not looking at raw damage here. What we're looking at is her ability to heal. And as that, remember, I actually have an outfitter with much critical, and that is something I'm probably going to have to rectify. I've given her a decent amount of double attack, because in theory that would heal the most, but I really feel like I'm going to have to go back and rebuild her with a bit more crit in her, because in an event like this, if she's not critting, she's not producing the kind of damage you need. So really, there's kind of like a major flaw in my build here that I am going to have to rectify at some point here very shortly. Double crits are really going to be like the cornerstone of getting good heals out, because if you're not familiar, after her EZA, she will heal 33% of damage dealt as HP. So the more damage you can deal, the more you're gonna heal. It's just kind of a no-brainer, goes without saying. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what we can do. Now, I will have to get my... Oh, man. right out of the gate, I have the two of them on rotation, but I don't have the right LR there. So basically, this turn I'm going to make sure I have to rotate an LR in and pretty much go from there. And Godku's right there. So we'll rotate Godku off immediately. So here we go. I'm not really worried about what we're doing damage-wise here. Like, this rotation is not the test. It's the next rotation is 100% the test. All right. Boom. We probably will kill this Goku pretty quickly. Though, actually, I take that back. If we're not getting crits, we're not going to kill him. And remember, this Goku, he's not going to do any damage. Like, we're not really going to be worried about getting his U super off. It's not ever really going to be a thing. Though one thing I would like to do is I would like to see what happens if we get B-Pan in a Dokkan. So to see, like, basically what kind of damage she does when she gets the Dokkan bar. But we'll see if we can actually pull that off. That one might take a little finagling. Now, I'm going to put B-Pan first. Once again, we're not really in a situation where I'm ready to do damage with her yet. I've got to get rid of this Goku. This Goku doesn't have shattering the limit, so we are limited on that. The other thing to do bear in mind here is that the physical pan, I have to put her first in the rotation, and that is going to severely limit, and I mean severely limit, what I'm going to be capable of, because she's going to take big hits, and it's not going to feel good. Case in point. Actually, that wasn't too bad. I expected her to take a lot worse, so. But neither here nor there. Let's finish this. Boom. All right. So, next time they're up, we are going to have a good example of the kind of damage we can do, especially considering we're going to have a physical unit. So I'm going to put Gohan there, and let's just go ahead and do, just some attacks. Doesn't really matter too much what we do. It's not the end of the world if we don't get SAs here, because really all we're trying to do is get to the next level, or get to the next rotation, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. Here we go. All right. We're going to get SA'd, and Goku's not going to retaliate, which is frustrating, to say the least. All right. So here we go. Now, one thing to bear in mind. So we're down by almost half. We're almost half health. Now, I'm not going to use her I'm going to go and put her in the front. I am not going to use the active skill yet. I'm going to save that, because if you're not familiar, basically her active skill will add 33% damage to all allies, which is going to buff her a lot. Now, one thing to do bear in mind here, physical pan is kind of cheating in this realm, only because, if you notice here, physical pan, when attack and defense, will give attack and defense 30% for all allies when HP is 30% or above. So she is going to give extra damage here to our strength pan, but there really isn't a better way to test these units. So I am going to have to just kind of do this. So let's go ahead and feed her up. Is this going to max? That is not going to max out B-Pan, but it's going to get really darn close. I think that's going to be enough. I would love to get a little more, but I don't have enough blue orbs to make that happen. So we're going to be fine. We're going to see what she does here. Normally I like to max her completely out, but it's just not in the cards right now. I guess I probably could have done something a little different with physical pan, but that's okay. And worth noting here, every link is linked up. Now, she is not maxed, but she's pretty close. As you guys know, I'm really, really, really slow on link leveling. So rather than waiting for like a full link level 10, I'm just going to go and test her as it is. So do bear in mind, whatever we see here, there's a lot more left on the table. All right, so Fizzpan is going to be laughable. She's kind of garbage. I mean, 1.2 mil attack stat. 1.2 mil attack stat. Now, what does she do here? Okay. Actually, it's quite respectable. And she's getting a second attack. Now, it is worth noting, her second attack is going to be colossal damage, not mega colossal. But look at that healing. Her healing is insane. And we aren't even, like, maxed out on her yet. Like, remember, we still got her active skill. we could really get insane, sacrifice Shattering the Limit, get the Super Saiyan 4 Goku's active skill at the same time. Like, we could really go crazy here. But I think, for now, this will be just fine. Let's go ahead and just move on and see what we get. Now remember, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is the only one that's got Shattering the Limit now, so I'm kind of stuck with rotating those two Gokus together for at least a little bit, or sacrificing a turn. For the sake of this, and our Dokkan bar is so close to being full, I'm going to go and sacrifice that rotation, sacrifice the linking, just to try to get to B-Pan. See if we can get a Dokkan bar with B-Pan. So let's try it. Let's see what we can pull off here. All right. So I'm going to put Gohan at the back. Let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to take some decent damage here, but I'm not, once again, terribly worried about that. Only because I think it's going to be more than made up for with the amount that B-Pan's able to do. Now, I didn't do B-Pan's active skill. I think she's got to be a little lowered. I think our health's got to be a little lower to get that done. So maybe next turn? We'll see. We'll see. What you got here? 1 mil. 1 mil. Very nice. So she hit even harder that time. So good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. So now I need to get Godku on that rotation. So I'm going to have to hurt these guys a little bit. It is worth noting that I am going to be at type disadvantage here. I would absolutely love for B-Pan to crit, but it's not in the cards. In all my prior tests, I always test these before we just jump in here. I've not seen her do that at all, so I've really got to see what happens here. But I don't foresee her getting that, and I think we're pretty close to getting to. We're not quite Super Saiyan 3 yet. We will be Super Saiyan 3 shortly, but after that we've got Monkey, and Monkey is going to wreck us out. So let's see what happens here. If nothing else, this is a fun test. Now, let's see. What you got? What you got? Okay, we're going to eat an essay here. That should be enough to take us down a bit. Ooh, yeah, that's about half of our health. Not quite, but pretty close. And that means we have active skills. So let's go ahead and move him there. Double check. Yep, everything is linked up. Let's go ahead and see what the active skill does now. Now, to bear in mind, we're going to look at the, we're going to look at her, ooh, this is perfect. Ooh, this is absolutely perfect. Check this out. So we can actually max out her damage now. This is going to be fantastic. So we've got basically like the best possible scenario here, and we've got Dokkan. This is it. This is pretty much like the, oh no, but the physical pan's going to get Dokkan bar. That's fine. That's fine. I totally overlooked that. That's okay. I shouldn't even be doing this. The problem is because physical pan shares so many links, it's going to be nigh impossible. I literally would have to put the other unit in the front, and I didn't foresee this. So we'll just kind of ignore that. I could have planned that a little bit better, if I'm completely honest. Put Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the front. But let's see, because we're almost dead here, actually. 1.9 mil without Dokkan bar. So you could take a wild guess how much Dokkan bar would have added to that. Bam. Now, hilariously, she did like no damage there. And she didn't even get double attack. But she almost got 2 mil attack stat. So if we had gotten her healing out, that would have been unbelievable. And it would be really awesome to see what she would get with Dokkan bar. But I'm betting it would be probably pretty close to 3 mil attack stat. And so it'd be really nice to get her with some crit. So I think that kind of is pretty much the extent of what we can do here. Now, I could go get Dokkan bar, I could go do that, but like I said, I'm fighting an uphill battle, and I just don't think it's worthwhile. But as far as a healer goes, I think she's great. I think she's fantastic. I mean, she pulled us out of the fire here. Hell, if I really wanted to get stupid, we could do this. Let's go and just see what we do here. I mean, this would be not very difficult to get through the next rotation. And then just, like I said, it's now physical, so getting that healing out would be really awesome. I actually might be able to beat Legendary Goku, but I've got to see how... Oh, nope, I meant to do active skill. That's okay. The whole point here was to do active skill. And I just messed it up. I got excited, I got trigger happy. I saw those blue orbs and I was like, yes, let's do this. He only did 1 mil, so... Yeah, no. No. That's all right. Not the scenario I was hoping for. Because remember, when we get those on-color orbs, that is healing too. So it'd be really interesting to see what she does next turn, especially with type advantage. So let's get through that turn and then kind of call it. Because I think we can all agree that, I mean, this is kind of a done deal. Ooh, I didn't see what that attack stat was. It looked like 6 mil? New phone? Damn! Okay. And he's getting a second attack. Which means we are going into Monkey. And this is a little scary. This situation actually worries me a bit, if I can be honest here. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm not going to drop the Senzu. Let's see how much healing we get from that. Not a huge amount. Let's see. Now, I do feel pretty confident that... Oh, dude, dodge. Oh, well, that's that. No, ain't no amount of Senzu would have saved me from that one. I really needed him to dodge at that point, so it is what it is. Now, it is worth noting, B-Pan will... she will tank now. It's not a possible 55%. She 100% will tank 55%. So she actually, if I had dropped the Senzu, could have eaten that and laughed at it a little bit. We would have not felt good, but we would have then been able to heal when she attacks. The thing is, I would be... Basically, what I have to do is have to put B-Pan on the front, put Physical Pan in the middle, and then put Godku on the end. And at that rate, I'm sacrificing some of my Link skills. The whole point here was to see what she could do with Link skills. So it was an unfortunate hit. Godku had plenty of dodge in him, and he just decided he wasn't going to do it. So I could rerun it, but at this rate, I'm very happy. I think she's going to be a great healer. She's not going to produce insane damage, but you already saw a 2 mil attack stat out of her. Well, 1.9 mil attack stat. Without the Dokkan bar. So if you really are taking her into I don't know, legendary event, the extreme SBRs and things like that, she's going to do wonders for you. So if you have not done her EZA, make sure you go do it, guys. It is worth 130 stam every single week. Like, subscribe, make sure you stay up to date with this, guys. We'll be back with more Dokkan Battle before you know it.